Hello and welcome to this session. In this session, we are going to take you through how to navigate the PrEP module in TaifaCare version of KenyaEMR. Welcome. So before we begin, first we need to understand the requirements for a patient to be eligible for PrEP enrollment. So one of the criteria is the patient must be HIV negative. That means we have to test the patient and the outcome must be HIV negative. The age must be above 14 years. The weight of the client must be 30 or more kgs, and the patient must be willing to receive the PrEP. Where the creatinine test is done, the result should be 50 or more. So with that, we can start navigating the process, one of enrolling the patient into PrEP module. So first is to search for the patient. We'll use our test patient, Mary. Then we check whether Mary is on any of the programs. Under patient summary, we come to care panel. Then under care panel, we go to program enrollment. As we can see, our patient is not enrolled in any of the programs. And as you notice, we are unable to see PrEP program under the program name. This is because this patient has not yet met the criteria for enrollment into PrEP program. So that's why we don't have it in the list. So next, we are going to start with the first process of ensuring that our patient is weighing more than 30 kg. To do that, we have to record vitals for this particular patient. So I'll go right ahead and record the vitals. So we have filled the vitals, specified the weight to be 68. So that is well above the 30 kg that has been recommended. So we'll go ahead and save. So one of the criteria has already been met. Now the next criteria is the patient must be over 14 years. We can see the age. The age of our patient is 31 years. So the second criteria has to be met. The next criteria is that the patient must be willing to receive or to start the PrEP. We need to perform HTS test for this patient to know whether they are the HIV positive or negative, because the next criteria is that the patient must be negative. So we go to the HTS initial form. I'll go ahead and fill in the HTS initial form. We'll have our result to be negative. So we are referring our patients to prevention services. Then we save. In the next criteria, we need to assess whether the patient is willing to receive or to start PrEP. So we get that by just filling in the PrEP behavior risk assessment in the last 6 months. So I'll just proceed and fill in this form. So we'll say yes to this variable. The client is willing to take PrEP. Then we'll save. So once we save, now we can see we have the PrEP program under the program list. That means now we can go ahead and enroll this patient into PrEP program, having met basically all the criteria that are set as part of the requirement for a patient to be started on PrEP. So the next thing is to enroll the patient in PrEP program. So we'll just click on enroll. Then we fill the PrEP initiation form. As you can see, the status for our client has changed to enrolled. So the patient is enrolled into PrEP program. So that means now we can have the PrEP forms availed under the encounter forms. And now we can interact with those forms to see this patient. So we can check, we can start with the first form. We can start with PrEP initial form. I'll proceed and fill in that. So at this point, we can specify whether the serum creatinine lab test was done. If not, we say no. If yes, we can say yes at this point. So we can specify start as a PrEP treatment plan. We are going to prescribe the PrEP today. We'll choose the long lasting, and then the type of PrEP. The type of PrEP, we can specify the Lenacapavir. The number of months we can give, we are giving this drug, and specify whether you are giving condom today. So if you have next appointment, then this is where we provide the next appointment for the next PrEP visit. So you can say yes. Then we add an appointment using this calendar. So we can just specify the location. Then we can specify the service. So you can say PrEP follow-up. Appointment is scheduled. And then the date of appointment, we can say they're coming after 6 months. So that is, they'll come back in August. We specify the status as scheduled. Then the date appointment is issued is today. If there are any notes we can add, and then we save the PrEP initial form. So after submitting the form, we can do the same when the patient comes back in the next visit for PrEP follow-up form, and also we can do the same in the PrEP monthly refill form. Basically, that is the process of navigating the PrEP module in the TaifaCare powered by KenyaEMR, and how to fill in the forms, specifically how to specify the PrEP type. In this instance, we had specified Lenacapavir as the PrEP type. So next, how to create orders specifically for serum. So we can place a lab order for serum creatinine test. And how to do that, you come to the order basket, then you specify the lab order. You just type serum from the search box, and then you pick the right serum test that you want to do, and then you order that, and that test will go to the lab, and the lab team will be able to do the test and post it back. Next is how to order for the medication. In this case, how do we prescribe Lenacapavir for this particular patient? So the process is you go to the drug order, look for the medication. We have Lenacapavir, make that order, and then you submit that, and then the pharmacy department will be able to dispense that particular drug. Yes, so that is the process of navigating the PrEP module using TaifaCare powered by KenyaEMR. Thank you.